Real quick, you've got a disc, you put the flat side towards the fabric. I like to brace with my fingers on this side and push with my thumbs on this side. Let's talk safety eyes. This is a tutorial from Sarah Shear of Imagine Landscapes. Safety eyes are a really fantastic variety of products that look like eyes or more like little shiny dots. And depending on the style of toy or whatever you're making, you'll want to check out some of the options. Some shops let you order different iris colors, different pupil colors, different effects, and you can kind of customize things. Some of them have sort of goggly eyes and have sort of a bit of a shape to them so that they don't lie flat. Some are very small and some are larger, and there's just a huge variety of fun in here, but they're really easy to put in. So here's how we're going to do that. Every safety eye comes with two parts. There's the eye, which will have a post and some sort of disc, and the disc might be plastic or it might be metal. So we're going to slide the disc down the post so that it can only actually go in one direction. So it will be able to tighten but not loosen, just like a zip tie if you've ever used one of those. And that's what makes it safe. It's like a button that can't come off. Because a safety eye has to sandwich the layer of fabric, you always have to have access to the wrong side of the fabric. And that means that before you finish it up, before you stuff it, you've got to do the safety eyes. In my patterns, I like to give signposts for where the eyes go with either purl stitches or removable stitch markers or something like that. The eyes are a huge part of the personality of the finished product. Not just the size of them, but how far apart they are, how high up or low down they are, makes a really big difference. And if your pattern hasn't signposted exactly where to put them, it makes a lot of difference for you to take a moment, sort of insert them through the fabric, but don't put the disc on, and just take a moment and step back and see if you like where you've got it. Are the eyes too close together, or do they need to be farther apart? Do they need to be way closer down to the mouth, or should they be up high? So that's something for you to think about and just take a moment, because once they're on, they're on. That's safe and it's forever. If you are working with Magic Loop, I personally like to stick my needles in here, but that's because on this surface it makes a very noisy, scratchy sound, and we don't want to do that. So I've got two purl stitches here. We knit this from the top down, so the purl stitches actually, this is the bottom of the stitch and this is the top of the stitch. If you try to go above it, it's going to look a little funny. Just a quick reminder, if you are following one of my patterns and it's top down, you want one way will just look more natural and easy. And I personally like to go right through the center of the stitch, and you push through, and it's a very big post, you'll notice, but this is worsted weight yarn and it will go through quite easily. So you just push it through. On the back, it will come out and look like this. Again, if this is something that you have not been given a lot of help with in terms of placement, this is the time to put both in, have a look, imagine what it's going to look like stuffed, with a smile maybe, or a little felt mouth or something like that, and ask yourself, should this be lower? Would that make me happier? Play around, and if you're having a hard time sort of seeing the different options, stop and take a picture. Take a picture this way, move the placement, take another picture, because watching on the phone as the pictures scroll past seems to really give us a sense of objectivity that just seeing it like this doesn't always do. All right, so you've got the safety eye through the fabric. You're going to have sort of a yes and a no side. The side that has this opening on the plastic, that's going to go away from the fabric. This one also has these little tiny grippy bits sticking up from the flat side. That will make it easier. On this little metal one, this is the side that I would put towards the fabric. So I would go facing down this way and push onto the post with this metal one. So we've got the disc on, and all you need to do is push. And push until it sandwiches the fabric. And that's it. And you push till it's all the way down, and you can feel that there's not a lot of space between it. And you've got eyes. Remember when you're stuffing that the posts will change. If you stuff and push the eye this way, you're going to sort of change things. So as you add stuffing around the eye, I like to stuff around the post rather than pushing on it, because that way I know that I won't be getting a weird directional eye thing going on in a distorted fabric.